good. Here we go. Hey, everybody, we're live. It's Always Bookin Comedy. It's Monday night. We got Nathan Loe from the great state of Georgia. How you doing tonight?
How's it going? This just starts, huh?
This just starts. We're in it.
How's it going?
We're a little late. My fault, everybody. My fault. Good. I just drove back. I'm in Denver. I just drove back from Vail. I was there all day setting up venues and putting things together and meeting with business.
Nice. So you live in Denver?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm flying in on Wednesday, and I'll probably be in Vail Wednesday night.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah. Getting there a little early. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love it. We got a show Thursday night, everybody. That we just added. It's free for locals. We put it online like 2 or 3 days ago, and we have 48 tickets already. So
nice. Is that the one that I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you'll be on it. Yeah.
All right, come to that one, guys.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one. It's always fun. It's a good annual tradition. We did it. We skipped it last year. We did it the 3 years before. And to give you an idea of some of the people who have been on it, do you know who Derek Stroop is?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, he did it. I'll tell you offline how much I paid him. And he was thrilled. He was so excited. There's no way. Like, I couldn't even get his autograph for this much money anymore. Like,
yeah.
He's such a good dude.
No,
he came
out and he came out and performed at the Helium here in Atlanta and really ripped the stage up. He's great.
Oh, he's wild, man. Did you watch the show?
As a fellow yeller, I like that. When I see another guy that is kind of just yelling the whole time, I'm like, all right, it makes me feel a little bit better.
It's cool to see. Like I almost got. Did you remember he had a Christmas special with Nate Bargatze? Did you see that?
I did not see that one.
It was like 2 years ago, middle of December, towards Christmas time. Nate Bargatze, holiday, whatever, and he was part of it. He did like a 5-minute, 7-minute set. He got a standing ovation in this huge Nashville theater, and I cried. I got teary watching it. I did open mics with Derek. Like
crockpot bit. What made you cry? I like that crockpot bit.
It was the standing ovation. It was the standing ovation that just like I was just like, man, that is wild, man. I was in bars with him with 12 people, and here he is on CBS television.
So he started out in Denver, huh?
He technically started in close to Huntsville. Gosh, what's it called? Tornado, Alabama, or something. Yeah. Harvest, Alabama is where he's from. And so he kind of started there, but really like the first real open mic he ever went to, I think, was in Denver. And he spent about 10 years in Denver. And I always love working with him.
I wanted to see, I'm hoping that I get a chance to sneak my head into the Comedy Works while I'm there. I want to like in town, maybe either the first day or the last day. I want to get in there. I've seen.
Well, you'll be 100 miles away, so that's going to be a little tricky.
Yeah, I know, but I'm flying in. I'm flying out. Who knows? Maybe I'll drive by and I'll look wistfully out the window.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can change your flight, Tuesday night is the open mic at Comedy Works. It's not, but the thing is that you're not guaranteed to get on. It's like a booked thing. Yeah. They book all the people, but people don't show up all the time. So there's a standby list. There'll be like 25 comics there hoping to get on, but you put your name down as out of town, and you have a much better chance.
Well, maybe I'll catch him on the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a change my flight guy. Unfortunately, when I get back in town, I got stuff I got to do.
Yeah. At least you didn't book Spirit a couple months ago to get out of here. I wonder if any comedy festivals or comedy gigs.
Spirit was during the pandemic. It was the only airline that like still served alcohol because they were just like, we know what we are. Like we know what this is. We know that like alcohol is. It was required. I flew Spirit often. And it's a tough time.
Yeah, crazy. So are you part of the Atlanta scene? Or are you?
Yeah, I would consider myself part of the Atlanta scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I got back out here, almost 2 years ago now, from Los Angeles. I was there before, but the scene out here is great. Yeah, they got
let's
Helium
put a pin in that and talk about LA. I love to talk about LA.
Okay.
What do you think of LA as a comedy scene?
I love it. I think that it is a great place to live if you are already a headliner. I think that it is a fantastic place to live if you're already touring, if you're doing stuff, that'd be a great home base, especially because of like all the industry. But I ran into the same kind of thing a lot of people probably run into is that the cost of living does not match trying to make a living on comedy before you're booking full weekends, you know.
Yeah.
So I was finding myself having to take like I was a floor lead for like a nightclub at one point on my or these should be comedy nights, and I have to do these nights so I can afford to live here. I lived probably 5 or 6 different places. A lot of people do that, but it was fun. It was definitely a great life experience, and like even if you get up, like I got up at the Laugh Factory and stuff like that. I mean, you're getting paid in exposure. It is a lot of exposure pay.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, I think you
Yeah,
should
I
definitely
remember
visit.
pre-pandemic, I saw Bill Burr with like 40 people. And I was like, this place is
Yeah,
rough, man. There's just too much
yeah.
to do.
Well, and it's the way that everything's spread out. It's difficult to build a community that doesn't evolve into pockets.
You're not
That
kidding.
makes sense.
Also,
Because
the
like
first
I
time I
started
went out,
getting,
I
yeah,
learned the hard way. You can't do this without renting a car. Some of these
yeah.
mics are 40-minute drives apart. Like
But
Denver, you could
even
throw
the
a stone.
and the but they're all at the same time. So like
Yeah,
where I started in San Francisco, and that city is so small that you can really get anywhere in like 25 to 35 minutes. So that's perfect for when you're starting out because you could hit my record was 7, but like
okay.
typical you could hit 4 to 6 mics a day if you wanted. And because the community was so small, everyone knew to kind of space their stuff out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I do my show, I'll do mine at 5:30, you do
Yeah.
yours at 6:30, you
That's
do
the way
yours at
Denver works.
8:30. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's
You can
like
hop around. You
like
can
we
catch a
just
bunch of them.
yeah, there's one
So
guy I started
let's
with, he had a go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like my buddy had a Sprinter van, and we would all the comics we started at the same time. We just load into the Sprinter van and hit 4 spots, 5 spots a night. We'd order pizza into the bag. It was
Oh,
magical,
that
and I just
rules.
can't
That's
imagine
so
that
fun.
working in LA.
Anybody from that crew kind of make it?
Um,
You're doing pretty well. You're doing the Vail Comedy Festival.
Hey, thanks, man. There's a few people that I'll never forget, and I wonder what they're up to. I know that one guy that I think I started about the same time at Jack Ferguson's doing really well now.
Okay.
But like when I started out, the Pier 69 guys were kind of about to break through in San Francisco, which is like Mark Smalls, Joey Avery, Daoud, like those guys. They all had a podcast together. They're all doing separate things now, but all of them are touring.
Huh.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's a great little
Well,
scene.
we've had a lot of San Francisco comics out to Vail. It's disproportionate for the size of that scene, and I love the San Francisco scene. There are some great comics out there. Who do you know? I don't know if these are going to be two new names, but like Devontre Coleman.
No, that sounds. I don't recognize that
No,
name.
he's killing it, man. He started in San Francisco. He moved to LA, became a door guy at the
I gotta
Comedy
fight the
Store.
urge.
He's
The
opening
comedian,
for.
like, let me look up his name
Oh
real
yeah,
quick.
of course.
You get
I'll tell
so
you
many
after. I'll
people,
remind you
like,
after the show. He's terrific.
I'm
He
such a dork about it. I want to see everybody's stuff.
he opens for Andrew Santino now. Like,
Oh,
and he was on
beautiful.
that Funny AF thing that was on
Oh, cool, cool,
Netflix.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, our
So
friend, our Atlanta guy, Daniel Delano, got on that. Yeah, it was cool to see.
which one was he? What does he look like?
Really skinny.
Was he in the Chicago
Guy. I
one
don't
or the
know.
New York one?
No, no, he's an Atlanta guy. I don't
But
know if
they
he
only
wore
had
glasses.
three, like they did New York, LA, and Chicago tapings. But then they people
I think he did the New York one. Or
okay.
no, I'll have to ask him. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it was cool to see part of the Atlanta scene getting in there though.
That's awesome.
And actually, I know some of the comics that are going to be at the Vail Comedy Festival. I'm gonna like have a rekindled friendship with a couple of guys I
Well,
knew from LA. I'm very
who
stoked.
and how do you know him?
I'm rooming with one. You put me in the room, Chip Nelson, man. We used to when the pandemic hit, him and I I remember we did an open mic together at a dog park. It was, and we were trying to compete with the animals, and it just what the people weren't having it. I mean, the shows that we did during that time period. I mean, I did, I like in between metal bands in a warehouse. I went up into the desert and performed for like hippies in a dance circle. Like they were like on beanbags and probably ketamine, and you're just trying to get your jokes across to someone who's just looking at their hand like this. It was a wild time.
Yeah. I mean, I've done so many weird, good joke from North Carolina right here. Rough crowd at the dog park. Nicely
Well, it's just
played.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that? They're adorable. They are designed to acquire attention.
Yeah. Actually,
That is the
I'll tell you
main function.
offline, I just did the Athens Comedy Festival. I met a comic from, oh, geez, Columbia, Georgia. I don't know, some part of Georgia who was looking for somebody to do a show at a dog park. Sounds like you're perfect for that. You got
Oh,
experience.
no, I'm done with dogs parks. I'm done with them. It's not happening.
Okay.
Check my rider. No dog parks.
Okay. Okay, so San Francisco, LA. How do we start with it? Oh yeah. Atlanta. We were going to talk about the Atlanta scene. So just to wrap up Los Angeles, any tips if anybody's gonna try and make a run for it in Los Angeles? What would you advise people to do? Get a bunch
I would
of roommates?
say, yeah. At one point, I lived with 6 comedians in a house in Koreatown, and I'll tell you, man, that place we did not get the deposit back. That is, you're probably going to find a good crew. Try to find comics that haven't fallen into the trap of just, I'm going to get drunk with my funny friends and think that I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's insidious because it feels right. You're hanging with your funny friend and you're riffing off of each other, and you go, I'm getting so much work done right now for my eye, but none of it translates. You end up making jokes that like 4 comics in the back are going to chuckle at, and you get stuck. You're in this loop where it's like you're going to the same 4 spots every week, and it's the same 12 people, and it's an open mic, and yeah, you're having fun, but you're getting blackout drunk after. You're not going to remember what you did right or wrong in that set. So it's like find a crew of comics who are hungry and like reasonably okay to hang around, like because there's a subsect of actor comedians in Los Angeles, and it's easy to find them. They're dead behind the eyes. So it's just, I don't know, trust your instincts, find a good crew. I would say the coolest thing about LA is your access to these legendary clubs. So like the Comedy Store, the Laugh Factory, the Improv, you can get in if you're a comedian, and you need to do that. Like that is an enormous resource, is to be able to see the people who are the best right now in the States doing what you're trying to do. And that goes for any city. Like if you have a local comedy club, I'm shocked at the amount of comics who aren't at every show. Like every show, especially if you like the guy, like you can get in for free. I'm in the back with a notepad, man. Like you can see how people handle different aspects of a crowd. You can see how they transition from larger bits to larger bits. You can see how they craft, how they work on the go. Like that's invaluable, and especially in LA. I mean, and you get the chance to kind of brush shoulders with some of those people. And as long as you're not trying to get something other than knowledge out of it, they'll help you. But like if you're like, hey, can I? They're gonna ignore you, and it's gonna be embarrassing. But if you're earnest about the craft, I think that they'll be receptive. For the most part, people are cool.
Did you do potluck when you were out there?
Potluck.
That's the Comedy Store Monday night, Mike.
No. I did a roast battle up in the belly room at one point, and then we had a local spot down the road, and I think a bunch of the some of the store employees would come there after close. We had an ultra late night speakeasy spot that we did some really wild stuff at. We did a dog shock collar spelling bee.
Okay, I've seen the dog shock collar thing.
Yeah. So pit bull shock collar. if you spell the word right, you pass to the next round. It's like a bracket. If you spell the word wrong, you don't get shocked right away. You have the opportunity to tell one joke, and if the joke lands, you pass, just like you spelled the word right. But if it flops, you're getting zapped twice. So we had everyone sign waivers, but no, get plugged in, learn from the people that are already succeeding at it, and try not to turn to a life of prostitution.
Yeah. Did you cross paths with Ray Lau? Do you know who that is? I don't know what time frame you were there. No, he was also
Ray
on Funny
Lau.
AF. I'll
Okay.
remind you about him later as well. He came through Vail, was incredible. Came with two guys. They ran a show in Pasadena in a tiki lounge. I don't know if you ever did it. It was awesome in the
Oh no,
basement.
never made it out to Pasadena.
Okay. So let's switch gears to Atlanta. What's like? So you started comedy in San Francisco, made it to LA. Do you have roots in Atlanta? Is that why you're back in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Or
family's in Atlanta. Yeah, so just wanted to be back around them. My grandmother fell ill, and I just was like, all right, I've been away from my family for 8 years doing this. I'm like, all right, I can
yeah.
still do comedy from there, and Atlanta has a really great scene, so it worked out perfect. And I between me and you, I prefer Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been to Atlanta a bunch. I go almost every year, and I really like it as a scene. It feels a little bit like Denver. You know, it's not
Yeah.
New York, it's not LA, it's not Chicago. Austin's kind of its own thing. But I go all over the country, and I'll put it right up there with, it's definitely a top 5 scene. I'd say that about Atlanta as well. Like it's a great scene. I mean, it is more expensive to live here than when I started comedy. It's real. I mean, everything's more expensive, but
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, we have the hub, the airport right there.
mm-hmm.
So if you're getting out on the road, I mean, that's incredibly convenient. You can get anywhere in the country from Atlanta
Yeah,
without like a ton of extra layovers and stuff. And now with the Helium opened up, you got 3 great clubs right there, like with all within 45 minutes of each other that you can go and do legitimate time at, and you can book weekends at these places. So this is it's realistic because like in
let's
LA,
just list them off for people. You got Punchline, Helium,
yeah, Punchline, the
Laughing
Helium, and the
Skull.
Laughing Skull.
Okay, Laughing
Yeah,
Skull.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
Laughing Skull. Yeah, I mean, it's a showcase club, but I mean, it's still you're getting booked, you're getting paid.
yeah,
But like in LA, as a 7-year comic, the odds of me being able to feature for a major comedian, it's none. It's zero.
yeah,
Because like if they're in LA, like they're gonna have another famous headliner open the show for them if they're doing something there, or it's an all headliner showcase.
yeah.
But now it's like I'm in Atlanta. The comics that I've had the opportunity to work with and open and feature for, it just would never have happened in either
Yeah,
of those hub cities. And to be
yeah.
able to hang out with them in the green room and like the stuff you can learn from them, from the technical side, even to like the production side, like I can't tell you how much I've learned about like
Even like how they sell merch and deal with like email signups. You know who Amber Autry is?
yeah,
She rules, and she is like the best. Like this is going to sound negative, but she's the best salesperson for herself, and it's
she's
not
phenomenal.
like it's not
I did
cheesy
a
or salesy, but everybody loves her and wants to talk to her and sign up for her email list, and she's going to make it for sure.
oh no, I did a show with her at Zany's in Nashville, and it was just her, Amber Autry, and friends, and she goes out into the audience after, and it's like a Renaissance painting. It's like everyone crowds around, and she has the arms out like this, welcoming. I mean, the kid's going far.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Do you ever run across Caleb Sinan? You know who he is?
yeah, absolutely. Did some shows with them. There's a great, and that's another great thing about Atlanta. The privately produced shows are on another level entirely. So like good friends of mine, Ryan Shrilla and JB King, they have a thing called Die Laughing, and they're the largest independent comedy producers in the Southeast. I mean, they're doing almost 100 shows a year.
Wow.
Something like that, like over about, I think maybe over 100 a year. They're doing at least 3 or 4 shows a week, and these are paid gigs, every single one of them. And
Yeah.
most of them are outside of the perimeter of Atlanta, where you're going to get audiences of 100. You're going to get audiences between 75 people and 200 people and like legitimate and those people are so happy to have a show, like because they do it in all these different places, breweries, bars, restaurants, but I mean it's always big. So it's like, yeah, just opportunities like that. It's so hard to find that in a major hub city. So yeah,
That
I'm just
rules.
bragging on Atlanta.
That's great. Have you run any shows yourself? Sounds like you
Yeah,
were involved in that shock
well,
collar thing. Do you limit
yeah, I
yourself to
did.
Porcher?
I experimented. I started running some small shows in San Francisco when I was first starting out. I noticed that there was a bit of a hole in the market. Like there wasn't a big opportunity for open micers to rub elbows with comics that were succeeding. Because like the way that it was set up in San Francisco is really the only time that any of the plebs are allowed in the punchline is on Sundays. And
Did you go
the
through
way to
that?
get
Were
in
you one of
is
those people?
huh?
Did you go through that? Were you one of those people?
I never got up on the punch. I was
Yeah.
there for 2 years.
This
Two
stinks, man.
years, yeah,
What
2
a
years there. I
silly
never
system.
got up.
I
Well,
bet you
because
could
there's
get
no
up
sign
now.
up. You just
Just
have
tell
to
them you're
hope
from
that the
Atlanta.
guy sees you. You'll hope the guy sees you and he goes, "It's 6 months," and he has to see you every week, or the 6 months starts over, or something crazy.
Yeah.
And when you get in there for the show, all the open micers are in the back, but the comics that are actually succeeding, the guys that are at this point looking back, probably like guys about where I'm at now, they're all hanging out in the green room and they're never going to mingle with those people. So I found
Mm.
a venue that had two stages, one upstairs, one downstairs, and I started booking paid shows up there for the guys that I liked, and then I'd overlap it by 30 minutes with an open mic downstairs
Oh,
so that there
nice.
was crossover, so that there
Yeah.
was like they had no excuse but to hang out and like and
Yeah.
at least like bump into each other. And that was a lot of fun. And then in LA, I did a bunch of weird stuff. We did I lived with before I lived with all the comics, I lived with these hippies, like six hippies had this mansion outside of the city, and we had comedy shows there where I'd hire like flame eaters and belly dancers and anything to keep people there, because the way LA works is it's a culture of what's next. So
Yeah.
like at any given night out, everyone's going, "What's next? Where are we going after this? What are we
Right.
gonna do?" And
Yeah.
so you had to find a way to make it so your spot was the last thing. So I produced some shows where it's like, yeah, it's a comedy show, and then we have a DJ, and then it becomes a big party and a hang after. And I experimented with that. And then my buddies started this place called Accidental Chaos, which is exactly what it was. It was a very chaotic environment. So I'm not doing as much of those anymore. If I do my own produced shows now, I usually go in with a partner. So like I did a low. It was called the Low Showcase. I did it at the Helium for several months there, and I would just go through the Helium, and that made my life easier. I'm not great at the advertising and all the other stuff. And just a couple weeks ago, I had a really fun idea that I did with the Die Laughing guys. I gave them the idea, or told them the idea, and they let me run with it. Whereas I wanted an excuse to get some feature comics out and having a show together. We called it the in-betweeners, because we're in between featuring and headlining, and we're in between decent pay and good pay, and you know, like we're in between clean and dirty. We're not. It's not a filthy show. It's not a squeaky clean show. And is me and Justin Lawson, incredible comic. He's been on the road with his brother Preacher Lawson for the last several years.
Oh,
So
yeah. I've seen
he's
Preacher.
got Oh yeah, and Justin's hysterical, and he's been road tested so hard, just doing all those big venues with Preacher and Khaled El Chufi, phenomenal comic. He's a regular at the Skull here. Actually, I think he got into Skankfest just on a submission tape, so like
Wow.
that's strong.
Yeah.
So I booked a I they put me in charge of making the promos. I like making videos. I came to an agreement with some local amateur wrestlers to beat the crap out of us on camera for the promo video, and we
Nice.
shot it like a legitimate thing, and we did 4 different shows in 4 nights, 4 different crowds, like very different demographics. And the idea is we're going to package it together and try to sell it to comedy clubs to do some shows there and actually get out on the road without waiting for my headliner in shining armor to come and
Yes.
take me under his wing and show me the world. If I could find a way to do it on my own, I probably will.
Yeah. All right. Quick question, and let's talk about Vail Comedy Festival a little bit. You said you go to comedy clubs a lot to watch nationally touring headliners. Shout out some people you've seen in the last year that you enjoyed. People should check out.
Oh, like people that are slept on, or like people that
or
everybody
super
already
famous.
knows
Doesn't
about?
matter. You went to a show, there was lightning in a bottle, and maybe they'll stink if somebody else goes to see them, but it was a terrific show.
We gotta think back because it's every weekend. I'm there every weekend.
Okay.
I'm thinking about who I've seen
We're looking for that
recently.
person that like really burned into your brain. You were like, wow, this person
Well, I mean, something
comedies.
to inspire me. Like I got the feature for Big J Okerson.
Okay.
And to see someone who can connect with the crowd so fast and so deeply, because it's like it's crowd work, but it's not. There's a storytelling element there. There's some witchcraft happening.
Yeah.
The ease of comfort on stage. I'm always very blown away by that. I really loved Moses Storm.
Okay.
Got to perform with him when he was in town. I mean, and that guy, I'm up and I'm moving around in my set a lot. And I sat in on I didn't say I was on the show, but he immediately just goes and walks into the audience like at the beginning of the show, and he spends the whole show out amongst them, and it was so avant-garde and bizarre. And I stole it. I stole it immediately. I was like, I'd love to be able to do something like that in the green room with him. He goes, "You can. No one's stopping us. We can do whatever we want." I was like, "You're right." And the next show I came out, I started my set from a guy's lap. I just went and sat on a guy's lap in the front row. I was like, "Thanks for being here, guy," and just easing into it and just sitting on his lap. I was like, "Thanks, man. You're a good sport." Little kiss on the forehead, and it takes all the tension right out of the room. You know what I mean? Like if you can be comfortable and show the crowd like we're just having a blast, like we're having fun right now, and it's such a cool little cheat code for like getting everybody on the same wavelength as you.
Yeah. Okay, so Vail Comedy Festival, what are you excited about? Questions you got? We got a couple minutes here, wrapping this up.
I'm excited about everything. I have some questions. We can talk off camera. I'm
Okay.
wondering what shows I'm on
Okay.
and like what nights.
Yeah. It's all public. It's all on the websites. Are you in a Slack? We got a Slack thing.
Did they release like who's doing what shows?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was like 2-3 days ago.
Happen?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, it's all there. We got and you to the public, they just see who's on the lineup, and they don't see like what secret special headliners are on certain shows. But you, I won't say how, but you have access to see like what order the show is, how long your sets are, and what secret headliners are making surprise appearances.
Okay,
So I'll tell you more about that offline, but
I'm very excited just to see Vail. I've never been, and I'm bringing my dad. My dad just retired, so I was like, "You're coming with me to Vail," so it's
we
gonna be
love a
really
family
cool.
thing. I just did an interview with a newspaper today, and I was talking about how we love Vail Comedy Festival being a family thing. I kind of forgot about you and your dad, but there's also Casey and Robbie are married, two of the headliners, and they're bringing 2 small children with them. And then we have one of the other headliners has a movie in the festival, and his sister has a short in the festival. So brother, sister are coming out. We got husband, wife,
And
brother, sister, father, son.
Is that
What's
the
that?
warm-up comedian movie? Is that the
No,
one
it's
about the
the Nick
warm-ups?
Vatterott and Abby Vatterott. Abby
Okay.
Vatterott has a short film called Mashy Potatoes, and Nick Vatterott has a film called Tommy Hoarder and the Search for the Missing Keys. He filmed it
That's
over the
actually
pandemic.
I had 2 bands that were called those same 2 things. That's crazy.
Of course you did. I love it. I love it. All right. Where can people find you, Nathan? You're a ton of fun.
You can find me on Instagram. That's where I do most of my stuff. I have a TikTok. I don't post there much. When I remember to push it there, I will, but I try to stay away from the brain rot. I on Instagram and Nathan Loe, Loe. A lot of people want to put a W in there. It's just LOE. I put everything there. I have a YouTube as well, same name. But I'm most active on Instagram. And there's a lot of cool stuff that's coming out soon. So
Heck yeah. And you can see him at the Vail Comedy Festival, Memorial Day weekend in Vail, Colorado, on many shows. For sure, he's going to be on Thursday, May 21st. And once we get offline, I'm going to tell him how he figures out what shows he's on during the festival proper.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday. Come on out to Vail Comedy Festival, everybody.